Hello, people of YouTube. This is the Nerd Rage Show, and I'm your host, Nerd Rage. So this is my Nuzlocke run of Pokemon Fire Red Omega. It is a hack on, obviously, Fire Red, and I heard that it can be pretty challenging at some parts, but also incredibly fun. If you're watching this video, you've probably seen or at least heard of bigger YouTubers like Hayden, and also some more medium, like still pretty big, but not as known YouTubers like Hardy Tech Yo-Yo, which I'm a personal fan of, and also Pokewolf. So I'm gonna go ahead and name myself Rage, because that's part of my YouTube name. And I'm gonna go ahead and name my rival Gary, just because that's what his name was in the anime, and I usually just referred to him by that just because I watched the anime when I was little. And that's how I kind of got into the games. I was watching the shows and like, oh, they have games for this too? So yeah. So you spawn in and there is I think it's an NES or SNES. Yep, it's just an NES. And what you should do is go to your computer, item storage, and withdraw your potion. It can come in handy sometimes when you're too far away from a Pokemon Center and like your Pokemon's poisoned and he's not going to be able to make it. So you just walk out and you try to go to Route 1. I think that's what, yeah, it's Route 1. But then the Professor Oak stops you and brings you back to his lab, telling you it's not safe to go into the tall grass. So this is my part 1, and I am going to try to do these daily, if not maybe even two times in a day. And obviously, as I progress, I'll be a better commentator, because right now I will admit I'm not the best commentator, but I am doing my best. I've had to retake this like 5 times already. So it's like, it's not just like I'm doing this over. This is live commentary. I've had to redo this game 5 times. So you don't want to hear about that. So he talks about how when he was younger, he was a serious trainer. And now all he has are these 3 Pokemon. Those Pokemon are Magby the Fire type, Smoochum the Ice type, and Elekid the Electric type. Now, I know for a fact that Smoochum and Elekid were already done by Hayden and Hardy Tech Yo-Yo. So, and I haven't seen too many people use Magby, so I think that's what I'm going to go with. So, yeah. Now we have a Magby on our team. That is our first Pokemon for Pallet Town. And we are going to name it... What's a good name? Smuckers, that sounds... So I'm just going to come up with nicknames on the spot. Just kind of what comes to my head first. So Smuckers are first, and then when you pick Magby, he will pick Elekid. And now we are going to have our first rival battle. Undoubtedly the easiest rival battle, because you just have Scratch and Quick Attack, or you have Scratch and Elekid has Quick Attack. Now I'm going to fast forward through the part of him lecturing. I am going to try to refrain from doing the fast forward button, because I don't think the quality is as good. But for stuff like this, I think I'm just going to... Alright, then I activated my Oran Berry, which is good. But for like slow parts like this, or when I'm grinding, I am going to hit the speed button, but I'm going to try not to do it for major battles like gym leaders or Team Rocket battles like with Giovanni. But so, yeah. And I also don't want to end up with this run-through being only like 10 episodes long, because I'm holding speed button down all the time. So yeah. Once you defeat him, you can't get the town map yet, but after you get the Pokeballs, you go inside there, and his sister will give you one. And then this girl tells you about how to listen to the trainer tips of the day, or the trainer tip sign, and to hit start for the menu. So I'm going to try to not run into too many Pokemon until I have Pokeballs. Now, the Nuzlocke is going to officially start once I get my Pokeballs, because that's when I can first catch Pokemon, or the first chance to. Now, there are secret Pokemon, I just don't know where all of them are. Like, there are these people just kind of hidden around the game, and I think they give you the Hoenn starters and the Kanto starters, which can be useful. So, because as of now, unless I catch something that would be useful for Brock, like a Mankey, if you can catch one, then I'm pretty much screwed, because right now I just have a Magby that won't be too good against rock and fire types. Or rock and ground types, because fire is not effective against those. So right now we're getting our parcel, or Oak's parcel, and then I think I'm just going to speed up just so we can get to the catching. So let's do this really fast. Okay, so now we are in Pallet Town, and we're going to go deliver Oak's parcel. Well, it seems to be growing more and more accustomed to you. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. What's that? You have something for me? And then you deliver his parcel. No big deal. I had it on order. Thank you. And then Gary comes saying, I almost forgot. What did you call me for? And then O's like, oh yeah, I forgot. I'm going to give you the Pokedex. So now you can keep track of the Pokemon you caught and their Pokemon. I forget what they call it, but the description of them, I forget what they call it. It'll come to me after I post this video. Okay, so those are our 5 Pokeballs. So now we will be able to catch a Pokemon on Route 1. But I'm too old and I can't get a job done. So I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. Gary. Alright, Gramps, leave it all to me. I hate to say it, but you won't be necessary for this. I know. I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one. Now, usually I don't take it because I just know where all the towns are. But for this, I am going to take it just so I knew when the routes change. Because obviously, I will only be able to catch Pokemon on a new route. So, for this, I'm just going to take it. And now let's see what our first Pokemon's going to be. Now, I'm sorry. Oh, a Ponyta. Okay. So now we have 2 fire types. Let's see how much it does. I don't want to... Okay, yeah, Flash Fire. Okay, so that's not going to be helpful. So alright, so you have Quick Attack. We know that. I think that might be your only move, so hopefully we can just get this on 1. What am I doing? Okay, so hopefully we can just get this in 1 Pokeball. And I think we're going to get it. Okay, that is good. Okay, so now I know it's not a craze, but it has been going around on the internet a little bit ago. But the whole bronies thing and how grown men like My Little Pony, which is a little creepy. But I don't know. We all like Pokemon, and there's probably people think that's weird too. But so you just can't listen to haters. So either way, I am going to name it Sprinkles because you always hear about those people, like all those horses. What am I doing? Sprinkles. You you always hear how like they just have all these weird names like Rainbow Dash or whatever. So since that can't fit, Sprinkles is the most I can fit. So now we're just going to train up a little bit to see if we can get to the rival battle. Alright, we're about 10 minutes and 20 seconds in. So we're going to see if I can get to level 10. Maybe in like around a minute or so. I think I'm going to level up again. Just speed this up. Okay, so I leveled up, which is always good. So I think we're just going to make it to Viridian City. What does this guy do? Does this guy do anything to you? Oh no, he's just telling. Okay, he's just saying how you can jump over ledges. Hopefully, during this walkthrough or Nuzlocke, I can get a flying type, because it makes things a lot more convenient not having to walk everywhere. Come on, I don't want to fight you guys. I literally just walked one step and I ran into a Rattata. Okay, so this almost at the 12-minute mark, and I think this is a good place to stop. I'm going to either do some type of training montage or just train behind the scenes, and I will be getting ready for a rival battle and then Pewter City Gym Leader. So until next time, see you guys later.